Very good evening to all of you, and I hope I am clearly audible and visible to you all. A very good evening to all of you, and this is Ms. Ishani Ganguly, Academic Coordinator and Faculty Head of Fstn Exploration Foundation. So I would welcoming you all, and in on behalf of Fstn family, I welcome you all to the seventh Fstn Foundation Day celebration. So we have started our journey in 2019 and it's 2026. Gloriously, we have passed 7 years and we are being associated with FSTN for a long time. And the brain of FSTN. The FSTN is the brainchild of Dr. Shobhik Tiwari. So I want you to have a round of applause for Dr. Shobhik Tiwari, without whom FSTN cannot be a family of, thank you so much, FSTN cannot be a family of now more than 3,000. So we have started with only zero, then we have started our our career pathway related skill development program with only 40 students, and now we have more than 3,000 students now, and we are overwhelmed, we are pleased, we are honored to have you all as our students, as our member, as our faculties and all. Thank you so much, everyone. And I would request everyone to, during the session, to mute your mic and to off your camera, because there will be a chance. Because I would request everyone to say something about FST, and those who have done any courses, those who have done any skill development program through FSTN, those who have connection with Dr. Shobhik, with me, with other people with FSTN. So please share some insights. Along with that, I'm welcoming you all today. FSTN Academy presents FSTN Unplugged Journey, Faculty Insights, and Career Question and Answer. So I hope this session will be very engaging. I'm again sorry for the background noise, as you know that the our election has already one day has been all right gone, but the another day is 29th, another voter day is there, so that's why a lot of election campaigns are going on, so there is huge noise, everyone's homes outside, so please pardon for me pardon me for that. Really sorry. So without wasting much time, let's start our today's session. So I would talk about myself at the end. Today I would request our very own faculty, I would request our very own faculty, Miss Shudrita Roy Chaudhuri, who is one of the oldest faculty of our FSTN, to say something about her, about FSTN, and how she have joined FSTN and what she feels about us.
Thank you, Ishani ma'am. So, and please pardon the background music. I think everyone is facing the same thing. Some noise is going on because of the election, as Bam has already mentioned. The same thing is going over here also.
Exactly.
So please pardon that voice. So hello everyone. My name is Sudrita Roy Chaudhuri, and as some of you already know, some of you are my students. So if I need to tell about myself, so a bit of like if I need to, you guys need to understand my background. So I did my graduation, BSc Honors in Food Science and Nutrition Management in 2012 from Jadavpur University. Then I've completed my postgraduate diploma in dietetics and applied nutrition from the same university. After that, there was a bit of gap, and after few years, I think I completed my master after there's a gap of 10 years. I was doing a job. I was a nutrition consultant in a private sector company. Over there, I have worked for 8 years. And after working there for 8 years, I thought on that point of time I should be having my master's degree. So after that, I have only completed. Then I completed my degree in diabetes educator. So after being as a consultant for 8 to 9 years. After that, I joined as a diabetes educator. In the meantime, I do have a degree, my post graduation in marketing and finance. I have a dual degree over there. So, yes, for a change, I was a marketing executive in ICRA, and even I've worked in Reliance Mutual Fund, which is considered to be Nippon Mutual Fund. So, yes, I do have varsity in my education qualification and my job. But of course, that was the meantime. But later, I realized what is my knack, where I want to be, what is my goal. So after that, only as a consultant, I have joined, and after that, I completed my masters. As I mentioned, 8 to 9 years in the company, then as a diabetes educator. Later, I joined as a PhD scholar. So, even when I was doing my PhD, I'm still into my PhD. So I came in contact with Fstn, and Fstn is a budding organization on that point of time. And of course, I'm the luckiest one to get selected over here. And the more important aspect, like as I'm working more than 10 years, like like PG diploma I got completed in 2013, and officially, if you want to understand from the company's name, officially I started from 2016. So my aspect was very clear. Like if I want to join an organization, it should be somewhere practical based. Same goes with FSTM as well. It's like some of you are my students. If even you have attended other faculties, Shani ma'am class, it's not always theory. We always discuss the practical aspect. Theory is important, no doubt on that. But when we are working in a company, when we are in the corporate, we need to understand the practical aspects as well, which FSTN is doing. Even my class, we share so many case studies. Even in FSTN, there are so many visits in food industry, dairy industry. That is very important to relate whatever I'm teaching or other faculties are teaching, how you can relate that. Because in the interview also, it will be helping you, like what are the life experience, what are the understanding. Because even whenever we have done in class 10 and class 12, there used to be theory, right? There used to be practical as well. So both are very, very important. Even in the corporate field also, it's very important. We are getting degree, but FSTN, what it is doing, it's relating the theory with the practical, which is a very important thing. Even I have seen on that point of time, and which is a zeal for me to be in this institution. And I feel even the students are very happy about it. They also say the curriculum is a bit different, and how they can connect with that. So that's from my side. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for sharing some of your views and these beautiful insights about our FSTN. We are honored also to have you as our faculty, as our esteemed faculty. So now I am moving on to our next faculty, another one of the oldest faculty, that is Rhea Biswas. So I would request Rhea to, she is a new mom, and in spite of this tremendous busy and what I will say, the most precious time of her, she's just going through now. She's a very new mom, and in spite of that, she's taking every class of FSTN. She doesn't say it's from my side. She doesn't say if I ask her that Rhea, are you able to take that? She always say yes, ma'am. She doesn't have anything no from her side. Whatever I tell, if I tell at around morning that you have to take something in the evening, she also say yes. In spite of all this thing, she has a very like a few months old baby, and in spite of this, she is taking care of her, she is feeding her, and everything she manage. After that, she gives her 100% time to FSTN, and we are pleased, we are honored to have Rhea with us. So I would request Rhea to say some few words about us, about FSTN.
Thank you, ma'am. Without Ishani ma'am, Shobik sir, and all the members of the FSTN, it is impossible for me, actually. because they give me, I asked for the leave and they give me leave for that also, maternity leave. And seriously, they are really supportive. Means it is like my third home, actually. My mom dad's home, in-laws home, and third home, it is FSTN for me. So I am Rhea Biswas. You all know me from the DND course, that is Diploma in Nutrition and Diet Planning. So here many students are there already present here. So I have taken courses from approximately December 2024. I'm taking the classes, and according to my background, I am done food and nutrition in graduation and masters both. Graduation from Barpur Rashtraguru Shurnath College and masters from Pondicherry University. Then after that, I have joined as a content writer in Locus Rags, as a health professional. Then I want to inbuilt some skills regarding the pedagogy. Means I want to become an academician. So for that, I moved to B.Ed, M.Ed courses. And after that, I have joined as an assistant professor in Rishi Aurobindo College. Then I have, means I have seen some advertisement regarding this faculty. Then I have enrolled, means they selected actually me. That's a pleasure for me to be in FSTN. FSTN at that time is, I have seen as an online platform which are providing this practical knowledge regarding various sectors, not only the normal diet planning. They are giving a pediatric nutrition is there. They are having diabetes educator. They are having oncologies. There's various sector is there. So I have seen that FSTN is that time it is growing, but now I thought it is a bigger platform. They are connecting many states together, and in that actually I feel very grateful when I'm connecting to the students, because they are from various states. They have various different food patterns, different culture, and by connecting with them, I also gaining my knowledge. With that platform, I'm spreading the esteemed knowledge I'm having. Along with that, my teaching skills, and also I'm gaining various knowledge in this sector. So how to handle in a practical way, we are teaching these things. And FSTN is actually for me is like a trust and a growth where I can really believe blindly, actually. So I request everyone who are students here, I will request everyone that please have one course in FSTN. Then you will understand how they are making you professional in your own sector. It is not only like just why I will learn about nutrition. It is about your health, not only nutrition. It is the main sector where we are talking. So that is why I feel that for us, making us healthy, that is the motto of the FSTN. And with that, there are, as Sudrita ma'am said, that there are many way they are giving practical aspects, like dairy factory. They are moving to various diet camps are going on. So many sectors are there. Along with that, first the theoretical knowledge, along with the practical knowledge, they are giving you the whole base. Okay, so I feel FSTN for me is a blessing. For me, it's a blessing that I am associated with it. And of course, I'm having a baby now, but they really cooperate me in every sector. So I am like, I'm overwhelmed with it. Thank you for giving me this time.
Thank you so much, Rhea, for this overwhelming speech. Thanks a lot for believing in us, because when Shudrita and Rhea joined our FSTN, then FSTN is only with some students, and they believe us. They stayed with us in spite of a lot of other opportunities. They stayed with us, And thank you so much for believing FSTN, for believing Shobhik sir. I also stayed with the same belief, and it really works, and hopefully FSTN will go on in a very good way, and we would like to celebrate this in a big way again. So thank you so much. Now it's for the time for our brand ambassador of FSTN Exploration Foundation. Along with that, a very special faculty and a very renowned one. I think the name is enough, and when she owns the camera, the face is enough to say that it is none other than she is none other than Sreyoshi Bhomik. So it's our pleasure to have Sreyoshidi in our FSTN from the very, like what I said, not only from the very first day, but she joined a little bit late when already we have our from our digital platform we have come to the physical platform, and there she joined, and from that the relationship with FSTN starts with Sroshidi, and it goes on and goes on, and it will go to a like in a big platform. We will try to let Sroshidi in with various aspects. So I would request Sroshidi to say a few words about FSTN.
I think words will fall short if I start, with my relationship with FSTN. First of all, a huge congratulations to the entire FSTN Exploration Foundation team. I think for the amazing work that you are doing, rather, I would say we are doing, right? Because being a part of FSTN, I think this is a pleasure for all of us to be connected with such an organization who is working day and out, with different aspects of nutrition. So good to see that, happening in such a bright manner. So now, coming to me, I think, of course, let me give my formal introduction as well. So I'm dietitian Shreyoshi Bhomik. I'm a clinical nutritionist, a diabetes expert by profession. So I have also completed my bachelor's and master degree from Calcutta University. And today, as a nutritionist, yes, I am standing strong and confident, I think, before everyone, because it's a different journey for me. Of course, when it comes to my profession, because my journey has actually taught me resilience, it has taught me patience, it has taught me the importance of believing in myself. Now, why did I mention this? There is a short story behind it. I do not want to drag it long. So basically, I am an individual who has overcome Bell's palsy. So Bell's palsy, I'm not sure how many of you understand the medical terminology, but it's basically a kind of facial paralysis which you undergo. So yes, a few years ago, I faced a challenge with Bell's palsy. It actually affected my confidence and how I express myself, because I'm a kind of individual who's a very chirpy individual. Even when I take classes for FST and the special classes, I think the members who are present here, they know I can't keep short and slow and steady. No, it's not me. I don't get that vibe unless and until I'm speaking like this. So somehow or the other, yes, it affected my confidence. And at that time, I think, even speaking was really difficult for me. So, but I worked through it step by step with my patience and support. And yes, I have improved. I have learned not to give up on myself. And this is a journey where I would like to share. It happened during the verge of my master's examination. I think 10 days before my master's examination. This actually hit me like anything. It just shook up my confidence level. And then the story goes on and on and on. But yes, what I want to say in a nutshell is this journey has actually made me stronger and more confident. Now, coming to my practices, presently I'm working with SugarFit. It's a medical tool of cult. Basically, I have a setup of my own at Jodhpur Park. I am associated with Apollo Clinics. I am associated with Kolkata Heart Foundation, working very close with Dr. Kunal Shorkar. And of course, my association with hospitals has always been special. So I have been associated with Vivekananda Hospital and Peerless Hospital for years, working in platforms like VLCC, Healthify Me. So, but beyond, I think all these names, what I really do is, and what I love to do is, I love helping people fix their relationship with food, because honestly, I would say that these are the problems which we are facing nowadays. Now, I do not want to again make this thing a very complicated one, not a complicated lecture, but I just want to say one thing, that considering my practice in the field of nutrition, what we see on a day to day basis is people are not falling sick in one day. We have to understand that this is a practice which is going on, right? When we talk about lifestyle, we see that they are skipping their meals, they are ordering food from outside, eating late, sitting for hours, sleeping at 2 a.m. at night, ignoring their stress levels. So these might look very small, but trust me, together, when we work with all these conditions, they actually are creating a big health problems. Now, when I say big health problems, I think needless to say, we talk about diabetes, PCOS, obesity, heart issues, whatever you call it. But the most interesting part is health also works the same way. Trust me, you build good habits, repeat it daily, and trust me, you can change your life. You don't have to be on fancy diets, you don't have to be on expensive food. It's not about starving yourself. Now, these things require that consistency. And I truly believe from the bottom of my heart that this is where the role of right education comes in. Because today, informations are everywhere. এরকম নেই যে কেউ বলবে যে ম্যাম আমার আমি এটা জানি না. We hardly find people saying that I do not have any information. They are bombarded with informations, but the lacking is about correct knowledge. So I think that's where I truly appreciate FSTN. Exploration Foundation is what they are doing through different kind of courses. I think if I'm not wrong, for more than 15 years, they have been working, to make this nutrition education accessible and practical before everyone. And what I mostly like about FSTN is it is not just restricted to a textbook knowledge. I think which the other faculty members have also mentioned very rightly, that in the classes, we are not just restricted to theory. Of course, that is your background. Of course, that's your foundation. But unless you are working hand on hand, unless you have those experiences through clinical studies, how will you get to understand the clinical challenges that we are facing on day-to-day basis? So you are working at industry level, you're working really hard is what I can see. And then this is being led by empowered thousands of students and professionals. I believe that that's all what it says. So I that's what I said. I actually wish them all the very best. And this is an offline academy. I think they have taken a great initiative, because learning in the right environment with the right mentorship makes a huge difference. So you are not just teaching nutrition, you are actually building confident professionals. So I wish you all the best, FSTN, and definitely I would also love to be a part throughout your entire journey. And wherever you need any help, I'm always there. This is what I can ensure to the FSDN family. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. Thank you so much, Saroshidi, for this wonderful, like whatever you have said. It really means a lot for us. And now I would request Nomrata Chakraborty, who is a very new faculty and very new the joinee with FSTN. I would request her to say a few words. What is her experience about FSTN and what she thinks about us in just few days. Namrata,
Am I visible, ma'am? I'm really sorry. I'm in the car. Good evening, everyone. And I don't want to miss this. But I'm into something. I'm in my in-laws place. There are a lot of things going on, but I cannot miss this because I want to give my biggest congratulations to the FSTN team and Shreyoshi ma'am. The words were so amazing. I was like, floating in a cloud. Ki, wow. And thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm very new with the team, but what I have seen so far, there is a lot of things to understand that how we're going to explore, how we're going to understand the nutrition with the part where you have that knowledge, but you don't know the executions. So faculties, the team, everything is doing amazing job. And I want to give my background as well. So I have started my journey with hospital definitely as a clinical dietitian, nutritional psychologist, diabetes educator, and also a sports nutritionist. But there was a turn in my career after doing my masters from Bangalore University. Got my distinction and gold medalist in my bachelor's and masters as well. And then I got a chance to work in the corporate sector. I moved to Health Total first, and then Healthify Me. Then the opportunity I got from Cult Fit. Now it's my 4+ years with Cult Fit, Cult team, and there's a great connection also with Sugar Fit. When I have heard, I got a big smile on my face. Yes, we are team. So yeah, and when I got the opportunity in FSTN, so I'm always keen to give my knowledge to my people who are there who want to learn something about nutrition, because this is a blessing. Food is a blessing. It should not be a culprit. It should not be something where we can portray as a dietitian or the doctors of food, right? Who can say that this is a wrong food. Not at all. The food cannot be a wrong. Just the place is wrong, or maybe the quantity and the quality of whatever we are adding in the plate. So I don't want to extend it a lot because Shreyoshi ma'am and the other faculties and those ma'ams have covered a lot on this. But yeah, it's going so good. I am looking forward to share a lot of things with all of the students, and it was always a very happy moment whenever I have taken the classes. They were so engaging, so positive, and keep doing that, because you are if you're coming from any profession, doesn't matter. Knowledge has no boundaries, no restrictions. So just keep going and keep flying. And thank you so much. And I'm really sorry for this background, but I really don't want to miss this. Thank you, Shani ma'am. Thank you, Shobik sir, and everyone.
Thank you so much, Namrata. I know that you are traveling, and along with that, you have a lot of functions in your in-laws' house. In spite of that, you have said yes, like give us the time. Thank you so much for that. Shobik is not able to present here, so in on behalf of Shobik, on behalf of the team of FSTN, I am exploring a lot of gratitude to all who have present here, who have said just a yes to one whenever I have said anything. So they said, yes, ma'am, we can do that. Yes, Ishani, we can do that. So thank you so much for that. I'm just extending my heartfelt gratitude that without whom it is not possible to be with our FSTN. Of course, Dr. Shobik Tiwari and Dr. Swati Nakhale is the brain of FSTN. Of course, without them, it's not possible. But others whose name we are not taking, who are the backbone of FSTN. So I would like to name them Mr. Animesh Biswas, who is the managing director of FSTN. Without him, it is not possible to start our FSTN Academy, to go with our FSTN Academy, to do the work with our FSTN Academy. It is not at all possible. The whole academy is being managed by him and Mr. Asif Pyle. Of course, they also manage the whole world, who is the manager of FSTN. I would really appreciate them, because not only I am taking care of the classes and all, but along with that, everything, each and everything, whatever the meetings are going on, where to go, how the academy is looking, how the all the certificates, major one, the certificates, each and every seminar certificate, webinar certificate, along with that course course certification, everything is being managed by them. And along with that, Ritika De, who is our admin of FSTN. Without Ritika, it is not being possible to get with anything, to have the certification in a proper time. All the students are like, if any problem occurs, I say contact with Ritika. That's the thing I can say. Without like academic problem, I may manage, but other things I am not able to manage. But other ones, along with Ritika, there are other teams. Like, I would really appreciate the work of Onisha. All these classes which are being we are recording the classes, all the recorded thing what are the FSTN is providing, all the classes, all the seminars, webinars recording, all are being uploaded by Onisha. So I would appreciate Onisha. Along with that, our other teams like Onamika, Amisha, they are also there. I would request, like, all those, you can see the blogs with us. So a lot of blogs every day we are providing in the group. Along with that, a lot of posters we are providing in the group. A various day celebration we are providing in the group. Each and everything is made by our team, Ritika, Onisha, Onamika, Amisha. And along with that, our two main one behind those, the team is working, the Animesh and Asif. So I would request, I would love, like, I would sharing a heartfelt gratitude towards them. Without them, it is not possible to have a smooth journey with our FSTA. So after that, the last but not the least, I think. So this is me. This is Miss Ishani Ganguly, Academic Coordinator and Faculty Head of FSTN. I would like to share, like, there is no one to introduce me. So I just want to share some of my insights with FSTN. I am like, a lot of people know me. I'm a very familiar face, because any problem occurs, they comes to me first. So this is Ms. Ishani Ganguly. I have started my journey as a student in University of Calcutta, Department of Home Science. So along with that, Department of Home Science, I started my journey in 2013. So as a bachelor's, and after that I have done my master's, same from University of Calcutta, Department of Home Science. I am the first class, second and third rank holder from University of Calcutta. After that, I have done my internship in Peerless Hospital and Hospitex Private Limited. And after that, I have like, I am not keen to have a very interest to work in hospital. So that's why I have moved on to academics. And there I have done my certified diabetes educator course and many more other courses to enrich my CV. And then I joined Jadavpur Vidyapith as a teacher of food and nutrition. There I was till the COVID 2021, and after that I got a big opportunity. So I became the assistant professor of food and nutrition department of Swami Vivekananda University, Barakpur. Then there I done from 2019 already. The FSTN starts as a journal, and there in 2021 I meet the person, that is Dr. Shobhik Tiwari. And he shares the knowledge about FSTN. He shares what is FSTN. He shares what we do and what can we do. And from there, the journey starts. And my SVU journey has ended in 2023 because of my some physical problem. I'm not able to continue my journey in SVU. But the connection with Dr. Shobhik is being still there till now. And we have started a new venture with FSTN Exploration Foundation. We have started with our first advanced diet plan making program, the first course, advanced diet plan making program, and 3-month internship program with 40 students and 25 students respectively. And now it's like every month we have our course students more than 40-50, and more than 3-4 batches are going on every month, and we have more than 3,000 students with us, and it is going on largely. And the 2% without whom, of course, Dr. Shobhik Tiwari is there. But along with that, I would like to say a heartfelt gratitude to Chayan Mahapatra and Aparupa Chakraborty. Without them, Chayan is a technical manager of FSTN. When the courses going on rapidly, when our 2023-24 era, when there are simultaneous short-term courses of 3 months, 6 months, huge amount of certification, then the FSTN Academy has not been established. Animesh, Ritika, they were not there. Choyan is the one who take cares of everything, every responsibilities. And Aparupa, she is wife of Dr. Shobhik Tiwari. Without her, it is not possible for Dr. Shobhik to empower this or to make establish the FSTN. So I would like to say a heartfelt thanks to them. And of course, who are the base of FSTN? The students. I would really share a heartfelt gratitude, a thanks, everything to our students who are the very first students of us from the first day of FSTN till now. A lot of students who are being connected, and new students are connecting with us. But yes, a lot of students are being there who are from the first day, and now also they are there and they are doing the courses, they are attending the seminars, webinars, and many more. So it's a heartwarming situation. So I would extend my heartfelt gratitude towards them. So thank you so much for being with us, for being with FSD. Now it's the time for a question answer discussion session. So I would ask, if like many of you are MSc students, but you don't know how to enrich your CV. So I would request Sriyoshidi to say a few words about enriching, how to enrich a CV and how to apply as a fresher. If you give some insights.
Just a second. Yeah. Sorry, Shani, I lost you. I just had a call coming in, I think WhatsApp call. I just lost you in between. Can you just repeat the question once? Part of
Yes.
it, yeah.
Basically, how to enrich the CV, because some of the CVs are looking the same. So how
Mhm.
to be how to make a CV which have some unique characteristics. What can we do for, and how as a fresher, because it's a question of many who are there, that
Mhm.
as a fresher how can we apply or where can we apply, because majority of the places are wanting like they want some experience, but in our FSTN basically we don't need any experience. We hire only those who are present in our FSTN, all are fresh MSc pass out. So this type of thing, what you can suggest to them?
So, first of all, when we talk about a CV, preparation, maybe I would say as a high impact CV in nutrition, maybe covering the master's level, there can be certain criterias that we can keep in mind. First of all, the first thing that we talk about is the academic strength, I think, which matters a lot because good grades actually matter. We know that, right? But what matters more is a specialization. I think that is the reason why we are here, that we are providing different kind of specialized courses, specifically not just restricted to BSc, MSc, but beyond that, what we can do. So that's how I think specialization is something we can definitely add on. It's a kind of thing you can add on and on, specifically when it is restricted to clinical nutrition, or maybe it's a public health nutrition or sports nutrition for that matter. So that is something which is very important. Nowadays, I think we are also doing some kind of courses with respect to other parameters like maternal, child nutrition as well, lifestyle disorders when we talk about diabetes, obesity, micronutrient deficiencies in India. I think these are the areas where we can do more and gain more knowledge and we can add on. Next is basically, of course, a CV goes to a next level when it's a kind of a research, when we add on some sort of research experience, I think, which is non-negotiable. So Ishani, you can be the best person in this, like how you do it. or maybe say for example in some sort of publications or writing, maybe I can take up the clinical exposure part because I have mostly been into the clinical sector. So what we do is, like, I, after completing my masters, as Ishani mentioned, it is very important that you have some sort of clinical experience by doing an internship, which is very, very, very important. Because if you want to gain some kind of knowledge in clinical sector, hands-on hands experience in the hospital setup under the guidance of the HOD or the senior nutritionists is very important. So when we say hands-on hands experience, of course we learn how to prepare a diet, of course with respect to different medical conditions, be it diabetes, be it renal disease, be it any sort of ICU nutrition, the very basics. We learn about the anthropometric measurements, we learn about patient counseling, which is very, very important, because patient counseling and something, it is not that it will be taught in classes with respect to theoretical part, but this is something that once you are in front of a patient, once you get to analyze their medical condition on spot, how will you counsel a patient? How will you feel the pulse of a patient, and what should be the version, how you communicate? So this is something which is absolutely dependent on practical, researches, I would say. So internships in hospitals, even a short term, I would say, it matters more than a certificate, is what I say. And then you have public health, you have field work. I think nutrition in India, it is deeply related to community health. So you can, have valuable experiences working with different NGOs and nutrition surveys. And, nowadays we also have those maternal and child health programs. So I think exposure to these sort of real populations, it also results in, a strong impact on your curriculum vitae, and of course your better understanding as well. And certificates, needless to say, they actually add a value, because any sort of random online courses nowadays, I don't think so. Like the industry, the health industry is flooded with different sort of certification courses. But again, whether you are doing it from a recognized organization, that is what is very important, which I think FSTN is helping to the core, right? So you have the certification courses in clinical nutrition, you can do it in infant or young child feeding. That is also one sort of certification courses which is now very much in trend. Then we have those lactating counseling, right? Sports nutrition, of course it is there. So these are the ways you can definitely add on. And last but not the least, now because I'm working in digital platforms as well, digital and technical skills, I think modern, nutritionists are expected to be take aware. I think this is very, very important, because in digital platforms we are being actually given the guidance, how to build up a diet plan, those diet plan softwares, how to handle those MS Excel sheets, absolutely based on data analysis, presentation tools, PowerPoint, Canva. So optional but powerful, but I think all these together will actually help you to build up, not only just to add on in terms of your CVs, but also for a better understanding of your knowledge as well. And then, of course, we have the conferences, we have workshops, we have networking. So there, please attend those seminars, attend those conferences, workshops, where you can get an opportunity to present your posters, to present your papers. You need to attend these national conferences. You need to have a space where you get an opportunity to engage with the experts. That's how you build the communication, that's how you build the association with everyone. That's how actually you build your professional identity. So I think these are the things which definitely would help you to build up your CV going forward.
Thank you so much. It really, really helps a lot. And these are some useful tips what we can share. And now I would ask Shudrita, as Shudrita has a professional gap in her career, as she mentioned. So I would request Shudrita, if you're there. So I would request
Yes, ma'am.
Shudrita to share some insight that if anyone have this type of professional gap in her career or in his career, how to start again with the field, or if she or he has shifted the field, like if she is acting as a bank sector or any other sectors where it is not related to nutrition but want to come back to the nutrition field again, so how they are able to do that?
Okay. So I can just compare my life, like what happened in my case. Like already, I do have on that point of time, I had a degree in PG diploma. And when I completed my PG diploma, there was hardly anything was there regarding digital platform of nutritionist. There was nothing. There was hospital, there was school and colleges. So on that point of time, I have completed my degree in marketing and finance, I think, which helped me. It helped me afterwards. When I went into the digital era, when I started working the Goki, there was a Goki. Goki was a market leader on that point of time. They started the first company being in the digital area, like where on that point of time, when the call came to me, work from home, it's a different aspect for me. Like, what is that in 2015, 2016? Then Healthify me came as a market competitor. And nowadays, many companies there. So my thing is a bit different. I already had a PG diploma, and if anyone have a gap, of course. And another question which Ishani ma'am has asked, or someone maybe from a different field, maybe into finance, maybe into marketing, and because of that there is a gap. One thing which I want to mention: nutrition is a science. Every year it is evolving. If you're taking a gap of or you're into different field, it's very important to, as Sriyoshi ma'am was also mentioning, why the certificates are important. Because we need to understand science is evolving. What we have studied, like personally, if I discuss, I completed my HS on 2009. Whatever I got the information from C Lakshmi, it has already changed. So it's evolving. So we need to look into the certification from the recognized university so that we are into that part. Okay, science, okay, nutrition, okay, can be the diet. So it's okay. One can have a gap. One can be from the different sector. If you have a degree in nutrition, is some gap is there, you can still come back into it with the proper. In Bengali, we say chorcha. That is needed. Even when I was doing my marketing and finance, I was with my family. Like I used to be in the chamber and I used to practice that. So the chorcha is needed, the practice is needed. And with that, as ma'am has already mentioned, certification, degree, do some practice, talk with the people. Like even my training was in like some of the hospitals, Fortis and KPC. Very practical on the practical aspect, ma'am has mentioned the way we talk. It's not learned in any theoretical aspect. So again, one need to practice that. If okay, there might be gap, there might be difficulty, like companies might not take. It's now that the competition is very high. They might ask, like, what have you done? So start with a basic thing. You might not be into that company. Start with the basic one. Go with like tie up with the doctor, go with the practice, do some certification, do some internship, and start practicing by themselves and then start with the basic and go with the company, then approach them. Of course, there will be a wide difference. Being missed out for some years, being from different field, though after that you're doing something and you're applying to that company, those two scenarios are different. So one can start with that. It can be okay. There can be gap. It's completely fine. But most important, please come back. Like if you love nutrition, please come back into the practice by doing the basic course, by try upping with doctors, with the hospitals, or you can try with your own practice as well, which initially I came back with that. Like I started the practice with my family. Then I applied to many of the companies, like Goki approached me. Then I was in Healthy 5 also. Then I shifted to other companies. So this way one can do that.
Thank you so much, Shudrika. That's really,
What's up?
really helpful. So a question, two question has came. Can we do a diploma during our BSc? So whatever I can give you answer. So basically, the FSSI internship is being followed every year. FSSI internship has been in the market for a during the past few years, during a lot of years basically. And every year they send a notification. They say they open up the CVs for their internship program. So if you are in a BSc and if you are doing a professional diploma in food processing and technology, that FSSI internship, when you are applying for a CV, that CV will be helpful. Along with that, if you have done your post-study training and you have a professional diploma in food processing and technology, so after you doing of bachelor's, you will be eligible for the FSSI internship in a very broad way, in a very proper way. Without those who do not have the post-study training and any no other professional diplomas like food processing and technology, for them, from their point of view, you will be in a more privileged position. And if I talk about our professional diploma in sports nutrition, a lot of you are doing the bachelor's along with that master's, along with that a professional diploma in sports nutrition. So you can be yourself a sports personal dietitian. Like I am associated with King Sports Management as a sports nutritionist, and I do the diet for the footballers all over the India. So of course, for that, you what Shudrita ma'am has said about, you need to practice, you need to have a charcha, you need to have some, like, to revise your knowledge each and every time. That is very much important. Without that, you will be not able to fulfill your journey. Now the question comes, ma'am, I'm currently in my final year of masters and I want to continue my career in clinical sector itself. As you said, for this hands-on practical internship is must for the real exposure. But after 6 month internship from hospital, how should I further grow? I think this question has answered by Shreyoshi ma'am and Shudrita ma'am both, in the nutrition field professionally. So of course hospital sector has the opportunity. Along with that, now the companies are there, a lot of companies, pharma company, nutraceutical company, lot of insulin companies, and along with that various diabetes various companies who are hiring diabetes educators. For a lot of opportunity is being opened for you all, so you can opt for any of the better option, and company has now a better pay scale, and you can go for this. That's will be my suggestion. Any other questions? If you have, please. Any other?
Ma'am,
Yes, please.
good. My name is Manishwari Tiwari. Ma'am, I have a question like that. कि I'm currently doing BSc Food Science and Nutrition. I'm in my first year.
Hmm.
Can I do internship in hospital during my summer holidays?
No, BSc first year you are not able to do. You should be minimum around BSc third year to do the hospital internship. Because you have to know about diet, you have to know about the other aspect as well. You have to know about biochemistry, you have to know about physiology. Because you are in the first year and you are not able to know about all this thing in a very broad way. So you have to wait until third year. After that, you can do your internship.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yes. Thank you.
Ma'am, this is Trinani speaking. Can I ask you a question?
Yes, please, Trinani, please.
Ma'am, as you have told, you also have a knack in the professional professor. As a professor, you wanted to become a professor rather than a nutritionist first. So I'm like that too. So I would like to know that in which areas in nutrition research are growing the fastest right now, so that I can get more opportunities. I am in MSc last sem. And right now I'm in last sem, and I would like to aim for becoming a professor and do the PhD on a particular subject. So which specialization subject would be necessary for me to have a good career in future?
So basically, the thing is that now there are interdisciplinary subjects. So whenever you are only nowadays, if you want to do the PhD, it's not only always food and nutrition. You can go for the subjects which are interdisciplinary. Like, if you can be a student, like if I talk about myself, my PhD journey is going on biotechnology. So it's not my subject, but the thing is that if you want to if you want to do the PhD degree, you should search something which is related to food and nutrition, But along with that, which have some other aspects of variation related to biochemistry, microbiology, along with that biotechnology, molecular biology, a lot of other aspects are there. Please try to connect the interdisciplinary subjects along with your subject, because now the nutrition is in an interdisciplinary dimension. You cannot just only focus through the diet, you cannot just only focus through food and nutrition, but along with that other aspects of nutrition, other aspects of biochemistry, physiology, pathophysiology, biotechnology, molecular biology, all are associated with that. So don't only focus that I would do something in food and nutrition only, but try to focus how I can join the other interdisciplinary subject to food and nutrition and focus onto my career.
Okay, Ishani,
Thank you
with
so
your
much, ma'am.
permission, I would like to add on here.
Yes, please.
Yeah. So, you mentioned about the fastest, growing areas, because recently I did an orientation class in Brainware University also, and this was a very similar question, where I was being asked with. Now, currently, if we know about the fastest areas of nutrition, there has been multiple areas. As Ishani mentioned, that is one such particular area. Now we are equally seeing a very good growth in precision nutrition or nutrigenomics that we talk about, right? When we talk about the clinical nutrition part, clinical nutrition, I can say, because yes, when we have studied nutrition, we did not have any other opportunities where we can again think about, of which we can think about. So though it is still a very strong and a stable growth, but again, considering the fact hospital dietitians and nutritionists, in terms of financial stability, if we consider, I'll be very honest, because I think this is a very close knit class, I do not have to hide anything from you, is something which you will not be satisfied with, right? That is the reason why even I shifted from a hospital sector to a corporate sector, where I can see something, at least with respect to what I am providing. So that is also there. Then we have the sports and fitness nutrition as well. That is also one of the very fastest growing industries, what I see nowadays. We also have the functional foods and nutraceuticals company, especially when we talk about the industry oriented growth, right? Where people are there, where they focus about supplements, where they focus about the gut health, immunity foods. So careers specifically related to food industry or product development or maybe corporate nutrition, that is also something. And last but not the least, it's a very new and I would say an exploding opportunity, is AI and digital nutrition. So even I have an experience. Presently, I'm working in that field. And I would like to mention nutrition is heading next. We all know about it, like AI, how we do it, like AI diet planning. We have continuous glucose monitoring, which is a very prominent tool of managing diabetes nowadays. What we are doing, it's not only with the help of a glucometer that we are restricted to allowing our patients to do the daily monitoring, but it is also with the help of the CGM, where they are connected with the CGM, and we have our system where it is connected, and we can track their day-to-day monitoring. We have those microbiome based diets. So tech friendly students, I think these are best for different categories. So you need to again analyze that which category you want to move ahead with. If you are a tech friendly student, if you are someone who wants to, who believes in startups, who believes in global careers, I think this is also a very good opportunity that you can opt for. So there are multiple, you need to choose where you want to go ahead. But now if we compare last 15 years to present, I mean the present till date, there are very variable opportunities that you can opt for. So it's not just restricted to the hospital sector, or not just restricted to only, in academics. There are multiple opportunities that you can explore. Yes.
Thank you so much, Yoshi ma'am, and thank you so much, Ishani ma'am, for your guidance. You explained it so well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Yoshi. Now the last question we will check: is there any opportunity in food safety industry, like government level food safety officer for food and nutrition student? Yes, there are, because I think my two student is there from SVU. They are there as a food safety officer, And my one of my friend is there from my Biharilal college as well. She is also working as a food safety officer. So they are all the food and nutrition student. Of course, they can have. You can go for that. Do a proper procedure. Of course, proper procedure is there. Go for foster training. Go for the FSI internship, and after that you can be. And there are some government level exam as well. So after you crack it, you can go for this. Yes, Kriti. The last question we will take, Kriti.
Yes, ma'am. गुड इवनिंग मैम.
Good evening.
मैम मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि ये न्यूट्रिशन फील्ड में मतलब कॉलेज एमएससी के लिए सबसे बेस्ट कॉलेजेस कौन से हैं मैम?
This is basically depending on which state you are, and
मैम मैं उत्तराखंड में हूँ मैम. मेरे को मतलब ट्रैवल करने में कोई दिक्कत नहीं है सर, लेकिन अब जैसे कि ऑल ओवर इंडिया कौन से बेस्ट कॉलेजेस हैं कि जहाँ से मैं एमएससी करके निकलूं तो आगे मुझे पीएचडी करने में प्रॉब्लम ना आए. जैसे मैंने अपने